Welcome everyone. My name's Rick and this is Average Joe Preparedness. Alright, for full disclosure, this channel wasn't supposed to be started yet. I was hoping to get some better equipment, to map out my first 2 or 3 videos that I have tentative plans for, and to get cleaned up and get a haircut once we got out of quarantine, which we now are. I have an appointment, doesn't matter. However, the current situations drive things sometimes. If you don't know that, if you're not thinking that way, I find that hard to believe. So, you need to adapt, you need to be flexible in what you're doing. These are common traits we're going to talk about, common mentality of what we're going to talk about in later videos, and this is an excellent demonstration of how that applies. So, again, a little rough, but hopefully we'll get through this together. Now that we've gotten past that, let's get into this introduction video. I'll start by telling you a little bit about myself. We'll go over the reasons this channel came about, and then we'll touch on some future videos, what we'll be covering, but more important, the why. And as always, if you get something out of this video, if you feel someone else would get something out of this video, subscribe, comment, even if it's to leave some constructive criticism, hit the like button or the dislike button if you're going to give me some information or some feedback as to what can be improved, and share this video if you feel like it could help someone else. All right, now, a little introduction to me. As I said, my name's Rick, and I am an average Joe. There's nothing special about me. I'm a normal guy. If you were looking for someone that has all the answers for you, that's not gonna be me. I am normal. So, and that also leads us into why this channel came about and why we're making these videos. Like most people in life, I've had my share of circumstances beyond my control. I've gone through earthquakes, tornadoes, numerous hurricanes, haven't been in a tsunami yet, but knock on wood. So, and I was also in the military. I served for just under 30 years. In that time, in my life, I have found myself wanting. I have found myself in situations that were, I wasn't in the best place. I wasn't in the best mindset. I wasn't practicing preparedness. So, I started working in that direction as much as a normal person could. Again, as an average person could. Don't have a lot of money. I don't have the facilities. What am I going to do? So I did a step-by-step process, a little bit here, a little bit there. I went out and checked the videos like this, and I couldn't find one. I couldn't find that niche or that genre that was just for normal people. Normal. Now, I'm not saying they're not out there, because everybody's definition of normal is there. So you may find a video for you, you know. There's a lot of them out there. There's a lot of good information. There's a lot of questionable information, depending. But what I made this channel for, or the thought behind this channel, was just for the average person. Average is a big spectrum, but that's the reason for it. So I'm going to try to set this up for what normal people can do, just average people. This is not I don't want to call myself, I am not a prepper, okay? That doomsday prepper television show, that sort of mentality. I don't have a bunker out and back. I don't have, I don't know, a AK-47 or a M16 or a AR-15 or whatever. I don't have that kind of stuff. I think if that's what you're looking for, there's channels, you know, you can go and check those out. What I'm talking about, the reason for this is to be prepared, preparedness for things that are going to happen. Always, they're going to happen. So how you deal with them, how you're prepared for them, is how you get through life. And it's a lot easier mentally, physically, emotionally, if you Just put a little bit of preparation into it. My father used to say, and I'm sure he didn't coin this phrase, but it was like 80% preparation, 20% perspiration. So if you set yourself up for success, that is going to go a long way. What I'm going to try to do in each one of the videos is the Goldilocks thing. We're going to talk about a subject, and we'll talk about it on a low level. We'll talk about it on a medium level, and then we'll touch base, medium being mostly what we're going to do because I'm aiming for that average right in here. But we'll touch base on maybe what some people would think is a little extreme, what some people would think is normal, and maybe what even some people would think is below them. That I don't know. But again, we'll get a subject, we'll talk down here, we'll talk mostly in here, and then we will touch base up here too. All right, upcoming videos. These were the ones were planned, and they were going to be a while from now, but they're probably going to be a little quicker. And also, some of the videos that are going to show up on the channel are going to be improv, and that's because of what's going on in the world. So again, flexibility, gotta have it. One of the next scheduled videos is going to be about mindset. If you watch any prepper video, preparedness video, you're going to find that as a common term, a common subject. And there's a reason for it. There's a reason why everyone's going on it. Or there's a reason why people cover it. It's because mindset. You have to have the right mindset. And it doesn't matter what you're doing in life. If you're playing in sports or for your job or for your family, playing with your kids, you have to have the right mindset in whatever you're doing. And being prepared, being ready for things is no different. You have to have the right mindset. And two of the key things we'll talk about is self-responsibility and self-discipline. Another one of the videos scheduled to come up is going to be dealing with finances. Yes, I know. Nobody wants to talk about it. It's a touchy subject. There's never anything good. Blah, blah, blah. Yickety schmackety. Okay, that's cool. However, here's the problem. You cannot be prepared for things. You cannot set yourself up for success if your finances, like your mind, if your mind is not in order, you are not going to be able to succeed. If your finances, whether we like it or not, are not in order, you are not going to be ready to succeed. Now look, these things we're talking about, these things we're going to cover, I'm not arguing right, wrong, good, bad. That's not the point. The point is, that is the way of it. You cannot succeed unless you have your finances, one way or another, in order. One more thing. When it comes to any video I make, especially the scheduled ones, I'll try to do it on the improvs, the spontaneous ones, is that I am going to attempt to walk you through things. I see a lot of videos and they're like, well, you need to do this, and they move on. Well, you need to do that, and they move on. Okay, that's fine, but you're telling me I need to do something, but you're not really helping me out here. You're not really giving me tools. So I will attempt to do that. And once again, with the Goldilocks thing, something small, something medium, and something large. I'll also let you know what's my opinion and then what is facts. And the facts will be backed up. I'll give you references. You can go look. That's another thing they do in videos. They're like, well, you can just go look. Well, I will try to give you the references. I'll give you the locations that you can actually click on a button or something and you can go see these things. But most of the stuff we're going to go over is going to be common sense. However, common sense is not necessarily that common. So I'll try to walk you through them. Baby steps. Don't be one of those guys that's over here that's going, well, that's just really small. And you know what? That's what everything's made out of, is baby steps. And sometimes that's where people are. Don't make fun. Don't be embarrassed if that's where you are. We're going to be medium, in the middle. It'll be a little bigger steps you could take. If you're over here, don't go, well, I'm never going to get there, and that's really big. Just go with the baby steps until you're here. You have to know where you are. And then we're going to take the larger ones. And if you're here, don't look up and say, oh my gosh, or don't look over here and say, oh my gosh, I can't do that, or I'm never going to get there. I'm telling you right now, and we'll go through some things, you can get there. And I'm not just saying that, I'm just not placating you, I'm just not like talking a good game. I am telling you can, because although I'm not here, I'm like right here, I definitely used to be down here. And that's again a driving force in this video, is to get people at least to hear. I hope that makes sense. Final thought before we wrap this up. Being prepared, not being a doomsday prepper, God bless them, whatever. But being prepared is not a secret. This isn't like a secret society. It's not a secret club. If I had my way, everyone would be prepared as best as they can in their situation. Everyone. I want everyone to be in a more positive place, because being prepared is a positive mindset. It helps you emotionally, physically, mentally to be more positive. And that's what I'm hopeful for. Also, I'm sure this goes unsaid, the more people that are ready for a situation, the more people that are prepared for a situation, for those that aren't, for whatever reason, be that as it may, it doesn't matter, then those are less people that are relying on charities, the government, to come in and give them a hand, whatever the situation might be. And again, it doesn't matter how prepared you are, you're not going to be prepared for everything. But what I'm getting at is the more people that are prepared mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, then the less that will be dependent on those limited resources once something does happen. And that's key. We want to share the information, we want to get this out to everybody, and we want them to be prepared. Because if and when it's going to happen, and it's probably more of a when than an if, it sets you up for success and it sets others up for success. And that is what counts. All right, it's time to wrap up this introduction video. As I said, my name's Rick. This is Average Joe Preparedness. And trust me, I'm an average Joe. We talked about a little bit about me. We talked a little bit about this channel. And we also talked about a few of the subjects that we're going to cover later on. I hope that you'll come back. I hope you'll watch the next videos. I hope this appeals to you, or if it doesn't, that it appeals to somebody you know. Please, once again, like, share, comment. If you dislike, and I have no issue with that, leave me a little constructive criticism on the bottom, down in the comments section. Let me know what I can do. Please take into account, I have no idea how to shoot videos. It's gonna be rough. If you're gonna critique that, okay, we'll get there eventually, maybe. But also, later on, start now, I'm doing this for you. I'm doing this for the people out there. I am in an okay situation, and I'm gonna say just okay. But I know there's a lot of people out there that aren't. I know there's a lot of people out there that aren't in an okay situation, and I wanna help them. I wanna help you. If that's you, I wanna help you. I wanna try to get you into an okay situation. Again, an average Joe. So, if you have an idea, if you have questions as to what can I do in this situation, what can I do in this, if I can help you out for future videos, if you've got ideas for future videos on what you can do to prepare for your specific situation, depending on where you're living in the United States, in the world. Everybody has their own issues that they need to be prepared for. Go ahead and put a comment down in the comment section. Go ahead and give me some ideas, and I'll see what I can do. All right, with that, we're gonna wrap it up. I hope this finds you well. I hope the next video finds you well. And until then, be prepared.